So, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to Battleborn, the next big game in Gearbox's grand arsenal. And I feel like I have to make a video about this because I am very excited about this game. It's coming out very soon. In fact, as I'm recording this, it comes out on Tuesday, which is about 3 days from now. But hopefully I should be able to push this video out to talk about some of the key aspects that I do like about it. And hopefully anyone who watches this video will think, oh, yeah, this game's pretty cool, I'll give it a go. So let's see what happens, shall we? As far as multiplayer modes go, it's mainly focused on and revolves around the sort of League of Legends type gameplay where you have minions and you have mini bosses and you can level up your team, help them out. This is a team-based game after all, and like I said, it's kind of like League of Legends. And before you click off the video, because let's face it, League of Legends is absolutely garbage. I'm joking. It's a very good game. But before you click off the video, it's keep in mind this is a first-person perspective, which is I gotta say somewhat of a first for games of this caliber. I know that there was a Smite, but that was mainly third person, and well, you'd have to play the game or see gameplay to understand where I'm getting at. Luckily for me, I actually have gameplay. Unfortunately, it's from the open beta. I don't have the full game. Like I said, the game hasn't come out yet, so just bear with me for just like a few seconds more. So right off the bat, we're going to jump into the multiplayer aspect, because I believe at its core this game is supposed to be a multiplayer game, similar to Team Fortress 2, Blizzard's Overwatch, and the Borderlands games. Basically, what you do is you have 25 characters to choose from, a wide roster, and they all have their own character traits and lore and different abilities, similar to the game Overwatch that's coming up, and Team Fortress 2 of course. But what makes this different is that you can actually level the character up in game as a match is going on, or whilst you're on a campaign mission, similar to Borderlands of course, but it all happens in a real time, so it's kind of like Dead Space in some respects as well. It's clever how they've implemented all of that actually. Multiplayer itself, I did have quite a few matches because I played the closed beta and the open beta as well, and both times they were pretty decent. I have to say the closed beta was a different experience because there were quite a few things that were missing. The audio was very quiet, and the characters that you got to choose from were alright, but most people played as Oscar, Mike, and Montana, and they're just a little bit too generic. But with the open beta, they expanded a little bit by introducing some new characters like Orendi and that luchador guy who I keep forgetting the name of. But yeah, it's very unique in a lot of respects. So if you're a big fan of like PvP, territorial, or multiplayer in general, that's a big plus for you. There is an item system in place, however, but it's not like Borderlands. It's a little bit more Team Fortress 2-esque, let's say. I should know because I've played the damn game way too much. Basically, you can get items through packs, which you obtain randomly by leveling up, or you can buy with the in-game currency. And depending on which type of pack you get, like rare, ultra rare, epic, legendary, it will directly influence what type of gear you have. And of course you have different types of gear, as I just said, and the more rare the gear, chances are the better the gear is. And you have a backpack in place, and you can have loadouts as well. You can have different types of loadouts. So far, as far as I know, 5, but you can probably have more different loadouts. And a loadout consists of up to 3 items that you have in your backpack, which you have unlocked through packs, of course. But that said, the items that you unlock from the cases aren't necessarily items you can use in game, like a one-time thing. Sometimes you can get skins and taunts and stuff like that, which I think is pretty interesting. It's pretty good for the game because, unlike Team Fortress 2, you can use the in-game currency. You spend time playing the game, and of course you can use microtransactions if you want a head start. But yeah, it just goes to show, like, if you want something that much, if you want a really good pack, legendary pack, epic pack, rare pack, you're gonna have to either spend real money or put time and effort into the game. And who knows, you might get something great. I could talk about the visuals all day because they are beautiful. I really like what they've done with the whole stylized look, and it's quite a different step. It's a step in a different direction compared to the previous Borderlands games, because it's all very clean and shiny, and they are utilizing the UE4 engine, the Unreal 4 engine, I believe. I might be wrong, but Borderlands is very, very gritty and it's dirty, but with Battleborn, in some respects it is kind of dirty, but it looks very, very refined, I'd say. All the curves are there. There are straight lines where there needs to be straight lines, and it's just very, very unique, I have to say. And the different shapes that they've gone for, it's very, very cool. And I gotta say, the different characters that they've made are quite interesting. Like I said, they all have their own different characteristics and humor, which I'll touch on in a little bit. But yeah, I gotta say, the visuals are just top, especially the particle effects as well. Very, very cartoony. And being someone who loves cartoons, I gotta tell you, I love it. I just love them to bits.
The UPR's got a big problem. A rogue Magnus AI has seized control of one of their old Bliss settlements, and they've called us to help clear it out.
It's not just a multiplayer game, however. Even multiplayer games can have a storyline, and this game is no exception. At first, when I heard that they were making a multiplayer game, revolving about multiplayer, and they were trying to fit a storyline around it, I didn't think it was possible, but they've done it quite well, I gotta say, especially with all 25 characters and how they're all going to interact with each other. But as far as I can tell, I could be wrong, I mean the game's not out yet, but you start off with a small character roster. Everyone has it, but the more campaign missions you play, the more characters you unlock, which is very, very cool, because you're introduced to different characters and their different abilities, and where they came from and their lore in some respects. An example of this would be how you unlock Isaac in the first campaign mission. He's a bit of a jerk, but you eventually find out that he worked for someone that you work for now, and...
Hi! I noticed you have a decrepit fart I want to kill aboard your ship. Bring me Gunner Cleese, and I'll let you live.
Oh, he's lying.
You're right. Everybody dies. Bring him to me anyway. Everybody dies. Hooray!
Like I said, have I ever told you that I'm really, really, really bad at explaining things? But hopefully, like I said, you're still with me. Yeah, the storyline's pretty solid. As far as I can tell, you have to get together a ragtag team of different badasses, and you have to fight to survive. And which is kind of like Team Fortress 2 in a way. This game is very like Team Fortress 2. I'm surprised they haven't added in a man aerobics, but give it time. It'll happen.
3, 2, 1, go. Look at the choreography.
I'd love to talk about the soundtrack, but unfortunately it doesn't have much of a soundtrack. I mean, not yet, as far as I know, but from what I've played from the open beta at least, it's very good. I love it. I'm not sure if it's done by Jesper Kide. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's basically the same person who did the Borderlands games. But yeah, whoever did the music is very, very good. It's very spacey, kind of goofy in some respects, but it's all badass. I mean, just listen to the menu music. It's good, right? I mean, it's decent enough. Or, I mean, there's also the music from the Isaac boss fight. Just listen to this. It's good. I'm a soundtrack guy. I'll buy it. I don't give a damn. Let me buy it right now. And of course, it wouldn't be a Gearbox game without its humour. And well, I know I say this a lot, but this game is definitely no exception. I mean, just listen to some of the stuff that they've put into this thing.
Give me 3. 1, 2, 6. Hiding myself. Totally freaked out.
Nothing we can't handle. Apropos of nothing, did the UPR mention a name?
Yeah, actually. Isaac.
Oh, well then, we're all going to die. Lovely.
Got some pukes coming your way I'd just love you to kill, and I'd like...
I'm Arachnus, the Spider King. Lord of all spiders.
No, not today, okay? You're not a Spider King. You're an S1 Sentry unit, and your name is Jeff.
Arachnus.
Oh my god, Jeff, Arachnus, whatever.
Lord of all spiders, looking for some upgrades.
I mean, you can tell it's a Gearbox game, and I mean, Gearbox hasn't let us down before. Yeah, they haven't. But yeah, anyway, the humour's all there. It's all good. I gotta say, I look forward to it. I want it all. I want all the humour. Just give it to me right now. So in conclusion, I gotta say, this game is very, very cool, and although I'm not very excited for Overwatch, but that's my personal opinion, I am very excited about this game. Being a fan of the Borderlands series as well, if you're a fan of Borderlands, definitely give this a try, because who knows, you might like it. You know, always it's different gameplay from Borderlands, but it's all still there. You can adapt, right? I'd give it a go. I would definitely give it a try. This game's very good. I'd give it at least a 9 out of 10 miles points. No, what am I saying? Posh points. It's called posh points. Miles points is a bit goofy, a bit stupid. I'd definitely give it a 9 out of 10 from what I've seen. But you know, the game isn't even out yet. I'd go get your own opinion. You know, originally I wasn't going to pre-order it, but I gave in. The same thing happened when I bought Halo 5, and we all know how that campaign went. Oh yeah, but still, you never know. This game's different, so definitely give it a go. You might like it, you might not like it. If you're unsure, there are plenty of other videos out there that can explain stuff a hell of a lot better than I can. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good luck with your life, and I hope you consider buying this game. Ashanti.